Hello students, welcome to the session 6 of As a Son, My Daughter poem, which is composed by Sampurna Chatterjee, and it is also prescribed for third semester BSc students in their English subject by Bangalore North University. In this session, students will be able to understand the structure of the sentence, and they'll come to know the arrangement of subject, word, and predicate, which is the structure of the sentence. And they'll be acquainted with the jumbled words. And they also come to know, comprehend the forms of the words, and identify the parts of speech, and understand how to apply the suffixes also, right? In these sentences, we come to know the form of a sentence, the structure of sentence, and we also study the jumbled sentences, and we do some exercise questions based on jumbled sentences as well. Let's see. Jumbled sentences. Before we study the jumbled sentences or words, we first should know the structure of the sentence. Every word in a sentence serves a specific purpose within the structure of that particular sentence. According to rules of grammar, sentence structure can sometimes be quite complicated for the sake of simplicity. However, the basic parts of a sentence are discussed here. Let's see. Subject. The most important basic part of the sentence is subject. Subject of the sentence is the person, place, thing that is performing the action of the sentence. The subject represents what or whom the sentence is about. The simple subject usually contains a noun or a pronoun and can include modifying words, phrases, or clauses, right? And next, see the predicate, or that is verb. The predicate expresses action or being within the sentence. The simple predicate contains the verb and can also contain modifying words, phrases, or sentences. For example, man builds a house. Builds is predicate verb over here, right? Man is noun here, subject. The subject and predicate make up the two basic structural parts of any complicated sentence. In addition, there are other elements contained within the subject or the predicate that add meaning or detail. These elements include the direct object or indirect object or subject, or further combined into simple, compound, and complex sentences as well. So next, see the last another element of the sentence, that is the direct object receives the action of the sentence. The direct object is usually a noun or a pronoun. For example, the man builds a house. Here, house is an object or a direct object. The man builds it. It is an object here, right? So let's see the jumble words. Jumble words, general meaning of jumble is move in a confused or disordered manner. Jumbled sentences or words do not convey proper meaning. If they are arranged properly, they would be meaningful, right? So just now we have studied the structure of the sentence. So these jumbled words will be, put in a confused manner. So we have to bring all those confused or the words in a meaningful manner, right? Here we have some examples. For example, here, navigate can thousands of miles their way, birds in the sky. So this sentence, if it is been rearranged, we'll get the meaningful sentence like, birds can navigate their way thousands of miles in the sky, right? See, look at here the structure. Birds we have taken, that is subject. Can navigate verb we have taken. Their way thousands of miles in the sky, object we have taken, right? Let's see the next one. Complex beings of have knowledge, different sorts, all, right? So if you rearrange this sentence in a meaningful manner, the sentence would be like this: all complex beings have knowledge of different sorts. So in our next task, we'll see some of the questions. In questions answer session, we'll also study and rearrange some of the jumble sentences. Next, let's move towards the forms of words. This is form. Many words in English have 4 different forms: verb, noun, adjective, and adverb. A large number of words have the 4 forms, some do not. For example, some recently coined words such as avatar, captcha, or selfie only exist as nouns. Others, such as the noun fun, have no verb or adverb form. The verb sing has a noun form, singer, but no adjective or adverb. Sometimes several adjectives can be form a verb by adding suffixes such as able, ed, ing, etc. So suffixes, we read it in a separate session. Some words can be used in different forms in sentence formations. These formations not only break the monotony but also brings novelty in sentence construction and widen the possibilities. So look at the following sentence here. The word well could be used in different forms. For example, the water in the well is sweet. Here the well is taken as noun, used as noun. Well water is good for health. So well is used an adjective. Tears welled up in her eyes. Welled up, welled is taken as verb. She has done well in exams. Adverb. Well is taken as adverb here. Word forms are the various ways in which the word might exist within the language. A word might be seen as more than one type of word class depending on its formation and use. In order to further understand the concept, that is word formation, let's have a look. The word beauty can be formed in various different ways. For example, beautiful, adjective. The woman in the painting was extremely beautiful. The usage of the sentence, usage of the word beautiful. So beautify. So here beautify is used as verb. Look at the sentence here. I am going to beautify this photo to make it look its best. So beautify word is being used as a verb. It shows action, right? Beautifully, adverb. She performed that song beautifully. So it is an adverb used. Word forms usually fall into a category of their own. We are now going to take a look at the different types of word forms which are seen regularly within the English language. Similarly, there are other formations that could be made. The word protect has a different forms like protection, protective, protector, etc. Similarly, we can see some of the words here. Act. Act is verb. The noun form of act is action. Adjective form is active. And adverb form is actively. So another word care. Care is verb here. Noun form of care is care. Adjective form is careful. And adverb form is carefully. So clear. Take one more word, clear. Noun form of clear is clarity. Adjective form is clear itself. And adverb form is clearly. So another word we take over here is comfort. The verb form of comfort is comfort only, comforted, comfort. Noun form here is comfort. Adjective form is comfortable. Adverb form is comfortably, right? So these are other words which we can form differently. So let's have another example here. The word termination or terminate. Look at some of the example of terminate. The letter of termination was issued to Ramu and his services were terminated. So how in a same sentence we have used termination and terminated both, right? The word terminate is used in a different forms in a single sentence. So like that we can see other usage of these words and word forms in our exercise session. Let's move to the another element or segment of grammar here, that is suffix. Suffix are a letter or a group of letters added to the ending words to change their meaning or function. These useful shape-shifting tools can be as small as yes or ed. At the end we use it at the end of the word, or can be a larger addition to such as Asian, Asius, etc. Let's see the noun forms. Noun suffixes meaning someone who performs an action. Example here is helper, teacher, er. Suffixes that ends with er. Helper, teacher, preacher, dancer, like that. Adjective suffixes ant, we can take it. Here you can take the meaning as inclined or to, tending to, right? For example, vigilant, defiant, brilliant, reliant, so like that. So another verb suffixes, if you take it, it ends with en. For meaning of this en is become. For example, soften, fasten, lengthen, strengthen, etc. So let's see the suffixes in terms of adverb. Adverbs, when we use suffixes, it ends with ly. The meaning we can get it here is in what manner something is being done, right? The manner something is being done. For example, bravely, simply, honestly, gladly, right? So these are the suffixes we can find it. Let's move to the exercise session or question answer session here. In this session, I have taken some of the jumbled sentences which we have been studied in this session, right? Take first sentence. They green shoots maize put before a chef of the horse. So the answer would be a chef of green maize shoots up before the horse. Second one, the well walked towards the head, the steps constable of. The answer would be the head constable walked towards the steps of the well, right? So in this way you can do some jumbled words. You can rearrange some jumbled words in a proper word or sentences. Let's move to another segment which we have studied in the session, that is forms of words. Write the suitable forms of words given in the brackets and fill in the blanks. The dash was made easy by the dash. Here the word given is exam. The answer would be the exam was made easy by the examiner, right? So second one, if we take it, was a dash by the dash around me. So here the word was taken sad, right? Sad was, I was sad by the sadness around me, right? That you can take it. Third one, which is suffix, we have read it in a session. Some of the suffixes, some of the sentences fill in the blanks, we fill it with the suffixes. The traffic was dash in the morning and the vehicles moved dash. The traffic was slower in the morning and the vehicles moved slowly. L-Y-E-R, that you can find it as suffix. The dash of the inviting the dash guest was mine. The honor of inviting the honorable guest was mine. Let's see the third one. The dash shown by the dash hearted person was divine. So answer would be the kindness shown by the kind hearted person was divine. So here some of the words, you can take it from text itself. We already studied these words in glossary, but only in vocabulary session we came to know the meanings of these words, but here we can see the usage of these words. Sorceress. Ask the sorceress to cast an evil spell over the village, that is magic. Remorseless. The remorseless killer was sentenced to life in prison without chance of parole. So by the end of this session, we have studied the structure of the sentence, and some of jumbled sentences also we have practiced, and we came to know the different forms of the words, that is a noun, verb, adjective, adverbs, and we could also able to find out or identify the parts of speech, and we also understood how we can apply suffixes and make sentence, right? Now it's time to say bye. Thank you for listening this session. In our next session, we'll come with a different topic. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.